if somebody was watching this thinking that I'm trying to be like some kind of fashionista and like lord down on Taylor, be like she has bad style. It's like
we're wearing our own merch and a Goosebumps shirt. Like,
I don't care.
Where are you
What
going?
is this? It's horrible. No notes. It's no notes for me. Perfect, eleganza, never been done before, bus club, another bus, another club. I think about these pictures all the time.
Welcome back to Evolution of Snake. I'm Zach.
And I'm Madeline.
And I am wearing the Snares Tour t-shirt. Let me just get straight. Cup shaking. Let's shake the cup. I'm wearing a gorgeous new tour merch design. We are going to insert a picture of the back graphic, which is, I think, one of my favorite designs we've ever done. This is the Snares Tour official tour merch. You cannot get it at the shows because that's too much work for us. So you may go to evolutionofasnake.com and get it now. And also while you're there, you can get tickets to the Snares Tour. I'm not sure when this is coming out. We may very well have been doing it. Like it could have been 1 show, 2 show done. You better get your ass up and come. And if you can't come, LA, we're having a live stream. You can tune in from anywhere in the world. You just pay your $15. You can watch along like you're in the audience with us, or you can watch it on demand after. Look, I even have a hat.
She has the whole store.
Wow. Don't you want this hat? Don't you want this shirt? Don't you want to come to the Snares Tour?
Don't you want to come? Yeah, of course you do. Hell, come on, don't be shy. You know what? Hell yeah, I want to be there.
Money, please. Money, please. So, so that's the cup shaken. Consider it shaken. What are we doing today? We are going to give you each our personal, just off the top of our heads, randomly and with our hearts, our 5 bops and 5 flops of Taylor Swift's Pat Walks. And my overarching theme sense that I got when I was going through this is what I always return to. It's not that Taylor Swift has bad style. It's that she has no style. She literally, you never know what the she's going to put on. And that has become one of my favorite things about her.
Me too. There's some people, Charlie XCX, you can wager a guess. You can be like, oh, I know what Charlie's style is. I know how she likes to dress, which isn't a bad thing, by the way. It's nice to have a personal flair, but it is more exciting because we don't even know what Taylor's going to wear to the football game. We have no clue. None.
And it could be like my other favorite thing about her is that she never knows how to dress for the occasion that she's attending. Like she's usually wildly overdressed. Or actually not really underdressed, but she's usually wearing some sort of like accessory that looks like it is from a different planet to whatever planet that she's on. And she really reminds me of one of those like Barbie dolls that you would like cut out of a book, and you would just random like stick clothes on them and be like, look at this outfit. That's how she makes her decisions. Joseph Castle, her stylist, I'm convinced he does nothing.
How long has Joseph Castle been her stylist, for the record?
Forever. Like forever. I'm pretty sure since like Speak Now.
So have we ever considered getting styling? A new look? Like never? No. We're just, maybe it's just not that important to her.
Something we know anecdotally about Taylor's team from behind the scenes is that she is very loyal and she sticks with the same people. I think that is actually to her own detriment, specifically when it comes to like a stylist, because what if we had like a Law Roach who made Zendaya this incredible fashion icon? What if we had someone with a real vision come in and like help Taylor find her style? It's like, I have to think it's just not that important to her, but bizarrely, she has taken a turn in the last 2 years of really wanting to be a fashion girl.
I wonder why, by the way. I wonder why. We're saying the quiet part out loud. It's not helping.
That's not helping.
It's not helping.
Because his style is even more random than hers, but I can at least kind of predict what he's going to show up in. Like I have a sense of what he might do. With Taylor, it's like, okay, are we doing Third Wife today, or are we doing Gen Z TikTok girl that just got out of her art class?
She can't decide. And you know what? There is something to be said for I never grew up. It's getting so old. Anybody? Anybody heard of it? Her style sometimes veers dangerously young, which, to be fair, if I can speak, sometimes when you're in your 30s, it's like, what the hell am I supposed to do now? You can't dress like you're Helen Mirren and Meryl Streep, but you also can't dress like you're 21. So it's like, well, what the hell am I supposed to put on? To be fair to her, sometimes it is really like what's hip sometimes that means what's young, and she's trying to be hip and she's trying to appeal to the kids, and at the same time she's also like, I'm an adult, but I'm not Helen Mirren and I'm not Meryl Streep. For women, it can be really difficult to be like, what am I supposed to put on at age 30? Personally, I don't care. So they'd probably be saying all this stuff about me too. So there you go.
I fear that Taylor doesn't know the difference between trendy and cool. She thinks they're like the same thing, and that in order to be cool, you have to be trendy and like wear what is popular at the moment. But to me, Taylor is a real classic beauty, and you'll see this in my selections. The simpler she keeps it, the better she looks, in my opinion. I think there's a way for her to look youthful and to look stylish without looking ridiculous. And there are examples that we can pull of times when she has looked like that. And also, listen, we are not fashion experts. Neither of us would describe ourselves as fashionologists. It's just that we have observed Taylor's personal style evolution up close over the years. And we take much pleasure. I actually get pleasure in it being bad. I think it's humanizing. I think she's the diva in charge of everything except her wardrobe.
I was just thinking about if, somebody was watching this thinking that I'm trying to be like some kind of fashionista and like lord down on Taylor, be like, she has bad style. It's like,
we're wearing our own merch and a Goosebumps shirt.
We don't care. We don't care. We don't care.
At the end of the day, we're not here for Taylor's fashion.
No, it's
we're
for
here
fun.
For the music, blah,
exactly.
blah, blah. So
this is
just don't
for
take
fun.
it so seriously. It's a kiki. Every time we have to remind these people
right.
that it's not serious.
Also, I'd like to say that some of my picks, some of them are about the fashion, just the fashion, but some of my picks are also for like the canon. I picked them as like a pap
I noticed.
walk, like what's going on in her life. That's why I chose it. So
I like that you did that, because I just went for what is good and what is bad. Yeah. So we have a good mix. Madeline, do you want to start us off with your first?
I would love to start.
Bop?
So my first bop, now this is my most recent one, I think. I tried to keep it kind of like classic with mine, but I did have to include this one because I think about these pictures all the time. Let me set the scene for you. It's May 15th, 2023. And Taylor is leaving Electric Studios. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? She's in New York City.
I'm with you.
She's wearing a purple NYU pullover and a cute little skirt. Actually, she looks really cute. And she's got her flat shoes on. She looks like she's literally enrolled in NYU. Her hair is very cute.
Kills it for me.
Light makeup. And who, pray tell, is standing next to her looking like he just is a fish that just got pulled out of the water on a line. Matthew Healy. These are, in my mind, the fresh out the slammer pictures. Camera flashes, welcome bashes, get them. Every time I hear that verse, this is what I think of. And she couldn't tell, because when I saw these images, I saw a man who was literally in that moment, in his eyes in the pictures, you can see, what am I doing here? What am I doing here? Why am I here?
I thought I wanted this.
I thought I wanted it, but I don't want it. I don't want to be here. And she's over there going, welcome bashes, get them. It's like, uh-oh, she's lost. We lost her.
And this is the apex of Taylor Swift, too. It's not like he joined her at a time when she could theoretically, like, okay, yeah, in the Red era with Harry, she was getting papped, but like she could walk around and be free. Eras? Absolutely not. Everywhere she went, throngs of people. There was no even walking from restaurant to car without a palaver.
And even looking at the picture now, like the faces of the people in the background, there's people screaming. Everybody has their camera phone out. Everybody's taking pictures. He's visibly wincing. This picture is so funny. He's visibly wincing, and she's grinning ear to ear. This is it. Fresh out the slammer. Ladies and gentlemen, the delusions in this picture. I love this pap walk. I'm not kidding you. I think about it all the time. This was the first one I thought of when Zach even brought up the episode idea. I was like, and I know exactly which one will be at the top of my list. The fashion itself, I think she looks cute, but that was kind of secondary to what's going on in the image.
The shoes are really killing it for me. I don't like a light sneaker like that, especially because they look dirty. It's like Oxford vibes. I'm not a fan. But yeah, you're right. It is very, very iconic. My first bop is what I think is the greatest paparazzi photo of Taylor Swift ever taken in the history of the world. We're simply just never going to top this. I'm sure you know which one it is, Madeline. I forgot to write down the specific date and where she was, but she was at Whole Foods, okay? She was at Whole Foods.
Oh, I know which ones you're talking about.
There was maybe a scrunchie in her tights. Maybe there was a scrunchie in her tights. She was wearing a Grammy necklace a month before she was going to lose for Album of the Year. So that wasn't great for her. Her hair had grown out into this gorgeous shag. This is, again, the best hair era of her entire life. You see how we can do messy but texture and like not looking as though I just got into a fight with my Dyson. It is gorge. There's a little beachy wave. I'm such a fan. She's wearing all black. She's wearing a blazer. She's wearing, I don't know if it's a dress or a skirt and a top. I think it's a skirt and a top. A little red booty and black tights. And she has a stunning red lip. And to me, this is the model off duty.
There were, and specifically during this particular era, largely thanks to the hair, might I add, which we've never really returned to this hair, and I want to ask her why, but it's like there was a period of time, a lot of people think, 1989, Taylor's model off-duty era. I'm saying a little bit pre-red era, and before she went grandma, and sometimes during the grandma, when she would take the grandma off, she could be model off-duty easy. That's when she was actually making all her model friends. I mean, write that down.
Well, this is the transition period as well. Like this is when she was moving to New York City for the first time, and she was becoming a street style icon because she wasn't really known for a pap walk or for her street style until she moved to New York. So it was kind of like her warm up run. I think there was still some influence left over from the Kennedy era, which had a real turn for prep. And I think that just generally preppy works for Taylor. And I thought this was a cool, nice way to incorporate like a classic with a little modern twist. I love the Grammy necklace. It's so delusional.
Oh, well, that's one of my favorite things. Does she still wear that? I don't think she does.
I don't think so.
No,
she doesn't need to anymore.
She doesn't need to. She doesn't need to manifest. It comes, and when it doesn't, it doesn't. She knows. She's
enough.
learned.
Again, the utility room is stacked.
I also love this picture. I think she looks great.
She looks stunning.
These
what
are my
can
comments.
We say about this?
She looks good. I'm obsessed with the stunning red lip. I was like, well, yes. Well, yes.
E-News. Do you want to go to your first flop, or do you want to continue with the bop?
Oh, what do you think? Should we trade off? Maybe we should trade off. We're highs and lows. We're highs and lows. Okay, so my first flop.
We're so back. It's so over.
Okay, so I'll start at the bottom of my list because mine gets progressively worse and worse and worse. So this one's also pretty recent. I had to throw a recent one in there. This was on November 8th, 2024. She's out for dinner with, Travi after the big game. I don't think it was after the big game. I'm just being funny. But anyway, she was out for dinner with Travis. And she's wearing this horrible smock
rag,
this horrible rag that looks like it's been painted on. Like this is the vibe. Obviously I don't know what the line that the designer she pulled this from. Maybe it makes more sense in context. I will say I've seen this dress on other people, specifically actually Chapel Roan's best friend that's always going with her to events and stuff. She wore this exact dress to some event that Chapel was at. I can't remember what it was. And I saw it on somebody else and I was like, why does it not look horrible on her? Because when I'm looking at it on Taylor, I'm like, this is the ugliest dress I have ever seen. But it's like the shoes, red velvet shoes, a black bag, Monet inspired dress or something like that with blue and white stripes on the skirt and then painted on the bodice with off the shoulder sleeves and an updo with a gaudy giant gold necklace. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury,
where are you going?
What is this? It's horrible. But I have to say, it was a runner-up for me. Do you remember that horrible Gucci outfit that she wore with Travis?
Oh, I forgot about that one. That was horrible,
She looked like cat food if it took human form. Because it was so beige.
She has never looked worse than she has dating Travis. And that's not to say that she hasn't slayed. She has definitely slayed. Do I think that her slays while she's been dating Travis are better than anything she's ever done before? No. I'm just glad when she doesn't look a mess. That's how I was feeling last year. I was like, whew, okay, today,
dodge another bullet.
Hair, bag, or shoes. It's always one of those things, but occasionally she'll get them all wrong. And another point that you make about Chapel's friend wearing that dress, this is the other thing with Taylor. So often her clothes don't fit her. Like it looks like they were just pulled from the runway and she's in the off the rack garment. It's like, do we not have a tailor on standby? Do we not have someone to cinch a little bit, to let out here, to do whatever? So often something that could be cute looks weird because it doesn't fit right.
I'm looking at it. It's like, it's a bag
It's
it's literally a
the colors,
bag.
not good for her either. She looks like, it looks like a picnic blanket with sleeves.
And this is a woman who I assume has the money to go out and get color analysis done. That's something that I would like to do. I don't have it available to me. And it makes me, when people have things available to them that I would kill to be able to do and they don't do them, I'm like, are you out of your freaking mind? You haven't done a color analysis? You think that this looks good? If you don't get your up and do a color analysis, I'm going to lose my mind. Yeah. And the off red lip, it's like a nude to red lip. Why? Why? Everything about this is a mess. No, it's like it makes me mad looking at it. And my least favorite fashion thing of Taylor, since she's been with Travis, I'm not saying that he's the reason, but I am saying that it's like a Venn diagram.
He's an influence. He has a very specific kind of style. He's like a hype beast. It's very like athleisure, and that's fine for him, but we don't need the diva of the world dressed like that.
My least favorite thing in her style now is that horrible, chunky jewelry that she's wearing. No matter what she's wearing a giant necklace. And it's like, that doesn't just go with everything.
I also think she's better in silver than gold. And I don't think that she knows that.
No, and it's funny to me because when you go on Rare Beauty on the internet, online to order something, it's like one of the first questions they ask you. Do you like silver jewelry or gold jewelry? Taylor, log on to Rare Beauty. Go do the trials and tribulations.
But does it look good? That's another question. What I like versus what looks good is a completely asinine question. So my first flop that I selected this is one of my favorite of all time because it's just so dumb and so stupid. She is in the 1989 era where she was just wearing anything, okay? She was wearing anything. And we were just expected to say, that looks good. And for a time, it kind of did because she looked like a model and she was the diva. This is an instance. She's wearing a Rachel Platten merch item. This is my fight song. She is wearing a harness over this sleeveless tee backwards. It's on wrong, first of all. Second of all, we need to leave the harnesses to the gays, okay? We need to leave it to them and their sex parties. Taylor, you should not be wearing a harness in public. There's no need. She's wearing cocky cutoffs, booties. And I take umbrage with the specific cut of booty that she's wearing here. And she did that a lot in 1989. And the fuggliest Louis Vuitton bag you have ever seen in your life. It's half studded. This kills me because there was no stylist involved. She did this all herself. And I bet she just kept putting something. She was like, ooh, this shirt. Ooh, this harness. I'm going to kill him. Girl.
She really thought she was doing something. Looking at the picture, that little smirk she has on her face, she's like, this is my fight song. And it's like,
and it's the song too. Child. That's what makes it so funny in hindsight as well. It's like flop song by a flop artist. And she was writing for the song. She had Rachel Platten on the 1989 tour. This was her fight song. I don't know why she was so addicted to the song. It's not even that good of a song, but Taylor was like, yeah, this is my fight song.
It was like in her mind, this is like a alternative Shake It Off. She was like, the fight song is Shake It Off in the sense that in the sense that it is. And I get where she was going with this. The shorts, it's the everything. There's not a single thing that's right in this image. Even the sunglasses, girl. What the hell? The bag is so bad.
And she was with Selena Gomez. Studs. She was with Selena Gomez.
Which, by the way, scene of many Taylor fashion crimes. You look to the right and there's Selena Gomez. It's like...
Also Blake Lively, who Blake Lively apparently famously doesn't have a stylist. And I was like, oh my God, sisterhood of the traveling no stylist. That's why Blake Lively, Gigi Hadid, and Taylor Swift all look a mess. And when you put them together, we cackle. They're all going to different occasions, always.
Every single time. That's actually really interesting that Blake Lively has no stylist, because isn't she like, or she considered herself to be like a fashionista type of a girly?
Yes.
Well, she has had some really iconic Met Gala looks.
For the It Ends With Us movie, which, got a lot of dunking on before even any scandal happened. Because the styling, when she wore like 10 pairs of jeans and like 3 jackets and a beanie, that was all her.
Wait, did she think that was gonna take off? Like she was like, this is the
Yeah.
brand new fashion look and nobody even knows. Well,
Mm-hmm.
didn't go that way, did it, Blake? It didn't go that way.
That
This
didn't go the way you
is
wanted it to go.
It Ends with Us fashion look. This is my fight song
Mm-hmm.
look. This would have been in It Ends with Us easy.
It just needs
Yeah.
one more item. It needs like a jacket, and then that's
Yeah.
it.
That's it. She's in
She's
this
the
It Ends
new.
with Us. Wow. Yeah. This is one of the most iconic bad images of all time. Thank you,
I love
Taylor.
it. I
Thank
really
you.
considered wearing this for the 1989 show that we were doing on the Snares tour. I was like, I should recreate this. And then I was like, wait, you know what? This is actually my first show. So maybe I shouldn't wear this as my fight song in a harness.
But I would have clapped and cheered.
To troll,
Clapped and cheered.
it would have been a great troll.
It would have been
Would
a
have been a great
fantastic troll. Okay, so my next bop, one of my all-time favorite Taylor Pap walks. This is another one that came to me instantly when I sat down to think about it.
Mhm.
So this happened on October 13th, 2016, which of course that's October 13th. Many wonderful things happened on that day. I can attest to that.
Mhm.
October 13th, 2016, at the Bowery Ballroom in New York City. Cara Delevingne is also there. We don't care. She's wearing a bomber jacket. We don't care. On this night, she was papped 3 different times, and she's wearing high-waisted, skin-tight black jeans and a cropped, sort of oversized orange sweater and little black
Burnt
booties,
orange.
and it is and her red orange lip, and it looks so good. I think this is like my ultimate fall Taylor fit. It's so cozy, but it's also so chic. She looks so cute. She looks just like casual yet eleganza at the same time. Cara Delevingne looks like a fool standing next to her, and that's hard. Cara Delevingne was a model. At this
Mhm.
time, she was a famous model, lest we forget. So she looks amazing, and I no notes. It's no notes for me. Perfect eleganza, never been done before. Bus club, another bus, another club.
She's firing on all cylinders here. I have to say, this is my personal favorite evolution of her hair color. I love this. It's the bleach that has grown out a little bit, and the coconut bob is gone. Thank God. Thank God she only did that chop once and never again. She let that one go. But the blonde stayed. And I think it's like the contrast of the blonde with the red orange lip and the orange top. That burnt orange is a really good color on her. And after she wore this, she realized, because there's an Eras Tour 1989 variation in this exact color.
And it's Gorgina. This color, she's worn this color a few times. I only remember this because we just did the Ellen episode, but she wore it on Ellen once. She's worn it. She wore another sweater one time out with Joe Alwyn that was this exact color. She knows when to whip it out. She knows when the air turns crisp. She knows she needs to get out her burnt orange. And I love it every single time it's Gorgina. Looking at it, I'm like, I would give anything for it to be October 13th right now. I can't take it anymore.
And not every orange looks good on her. For example, I think that the Eras Tour orange variation of the Cruel Summer bodysuit really is not a flattering color for her. I hated that. I thought it clashed with the background, and I thought it looked bad on her. So this orange, however, is the diva. We don't see it enough. Maybe that's what makes it so good.
Maybe so. And we need it more. October 13th, where are you? We need you. We need you.
We needed you. Up next, my second sleigh, and this is one that really stuck out to me when I was going through the hallowed halls of Taylor Pictures, a place where I love to spend my time. It is becoming very slow. This is the problem. I feel like the administrators of that website are not upkeeping it, but it must remain. If that disappeared, Library of Alexandria gone. I need that resource available to me all the time. But Taylor Pictures, this I believe was one of her first paps with the new haircut. And we always talk about the chop as the essential haircut. This was way more radical than that. Getting rid of the bouffant curls was like the biggest thing she ever did for her image shift. Like, we would not have 1989. We would not have Red if she still had those damn curls. We would have been doing Shania Twain Eras Tour. We would not have been doing Pop Diva Extravaganza. And she said, enough, I'm getting a blowout and I don't care. She trialed this look throughout the Speak Now era. And when she first got it cut, like when it was a fresh cut, it looked so, so good. There was a little bit of texture, like the length is a little bit different. She's also wearing a quintessential Speak Now outfit to me. It's a kind of like a white sweater with a big red bow on it, a brown pleated skirt, black tights, and like Oxford shoes. And also there's a variation of her with a blazer. She looks so good. In theory, I think this outfit would look ridiculous on literally anyone else, but it looks so good on her. And you can tell that she's really feeling 22.
She's literally feeling 22. Those are the eyes. I'm looking into her eyes right now in the picture. Those are the eyes of a girl Who's happy, free,
I don't
confused,
know
and
about
lonely at the
you.
same time. I
I
don't know
literally
about
don't know about
you,
you.
but I am feeling 22. I love Taylor's excuse me, Taylor's whimsical sweater era, and that was very Speak Now into red. Remember the Love Potion #9 glittery sweater that she wore to go buy Speak Now?
Iconic.
The Fox's sweater that she wore with Harry Styles, this sweater as well. I love it when maybe I just love a sweater. Is that
A little
wrong?
twee.
A
Is it bad to
little
have a little
twee.
twee in our
Is it
hair for the teen bell
so
party?
wrong to put on a sweater with a giant bow on it? I'm saying no. And this is like so 2010s. I'm saying bring it back. I'm saying bring back the whimsical sweater. Is that wrong?
This outfit would actually literally slay on her in this day and age. I'm saying it. I think it would
She'd look
still
really
look
cute.
good today.
Yeah, and it would be so tailored too. Because sometimes,
But she won't.
another problem, not to like go off about this again, but another problem with a lot of the like really heavily labeled outfits that she's been wearing just because of like, who's around and like she's always kind of influenced by who she's around. It's like, what happened to the girl with the giant bow sweater? What happened to the girl with the Love Potion #9? Where's the girl who was wearing, to her own detriment, maybe, but like a giant cat sweater? See, it feels like Taylor when she does that. And when she's going Gucci, 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 it doesn't really feel like Taylor to me.
You see how when she was hanging out with Diana Agron and Emma Stone, she was dressed better than ever before. You see how that works. It's actually a good point. She does kind of take on the style of whoever is around her. And I think this also includes her boyfriends, of course. But this look as well, let's not forget that this hair change was prompted by one of her worst breakups of all time. Like that is when you're down bad. When you have a drastic hair change, when you alter the fate of your hair forever, you permanently change your curl pattern because a guy did you so bad. This is post Jake Gyllenhaal. I mean, there's something to be said about that.
There's something to be said about that. And frankly, I remember hating the red hair when it first happened because you just have to get used to it, I guess. And it was such a radical change. And then once I got used to it, I was like, now I kind of like can't really imagine what it would be like if she looked. And then by that time, she was chopping it all off. So, so there you go. Once you get used to it, she's on to the next thing.
Hair.
Yep.
There you go.
Exactly.
What is your next flop?
This one is so funny because it's so random. So many people know, or if you don't, you should know, Speak Now street style is some of my favorite Taylor street style. I just love the casual way she was dressing during that era, but there were some serious misfires as well. This is when she's really trying, you're trying to figure yourself out. There's so much going on in your life, all these new girls around you, you're making new friends, you don't know who you are. But this outfit is crazy. This was taken on May 19th, 2010. Mind you, she's shopping in Beverly Hills at a fashion mecca. And she looks like a idiot. She's in one of those loose like tunic shirts, V-neck, and she has it tightened up with this tight, like spaghetti thin brown belt. And underneath that, she has a tiered and layered. It looks like the layered Speak Now dress from the Eras tour. Tiered and layered, multi-shade purple ruffle skirt, and she's paired that with a pair of open-toed sort of like wrapped nude colored sandals, and then on top of her, saying this out loud, I'm like, it's so crazy, and then on top of her head she has a giant headband with an updo that has giant rhinestones all around it, and then for good measure she has like an owl necklace on or something like that. What the hell is this? This is so bad. It's like so bad. You can only gape in wonder.
It looks like she just woke up. The shoes have silenced me as well.
Nude shoe. Like, what about this outfit said, oh, I should wear a nude shoe?
And the belt is hilarious to me because it's like the harness. It's like, yep, this is the thing that's going to tie it all together.
It's so crazy. Looking at it, I'm speechless. The bag, the hair tie around. Like, where are we going? What are we doing? Why do you need a hair tie? Your hair's in an updo and you have a giant headband on.
The headband, I could almost forgive if she was doing like a black turtleneck, like a Blair Waldorf kind of thing. That could be cute. But it's the combination of items here that is classic Taylor Swift to me. It's, I got dressed in the dark. I got too excited about all the new things that I bought, and I have to wear them all at the same time.
But I would like to say these pictures were really famous on Tumblr. I think from the top up, it's not that bad because she's got her eyeliner looks really good in this picture. I will say that. And the headband isn't horrible. It's just horrible when you take into account the whole outfit. And she does
Her hair looks
she
good.
looks good. She looks good. And then you take in the outfit and it becomes worse and worse and worser. But like I remember these images were really popular on Tumblr because if you cut them and cropped them just the right way, she actually did look cute. So lesson learned on that one.
It was the tunic top that did it, actually. I think that really sent it over the edge. It's like 5 different outfits at once. But I love that about her. Speaking of 5 different outfits at once, this is one of my least favorite Taylor looks of all time. My number 2 flop is when she attended the Chiefs game looking like a stranger. I don't know who that is. That's Anastasia. That is literally Anastasia. I don't know who she is.
Once upon a December.
It is, you know what? I'm going to say it's disgusting. This look disgusting.
It's shocking. No, it was shocking.
She's wearing a furry red coat. I don't even know how to describe this kind of coat. It's giving cats.
It's like an off-brand.
It's giving her cat's costume.
It's an off-brand Penny Lane coat. That's what it is. It's like, imagine the Penny Lane coat, but it's red, and that's what that coat is. And the Penny Lane coat doesn't need to be red. It doesn't need to be red.
What I realized, I have a friend that she's one of those girls that is always, doing something brave for fashion. And I like to troll her sometimes because she'll wear like really ridiculous items. And I'll troll her by replying to her Instagram story being like, oh my God, I love that. Insert ridiculous item. She's wearing hat, jeans, shoes, whatever. And she knows always that I'm not being serious. And every time she goes, are you making fun of me? And I looked back through our chats and I replied to a story of her wearing this coat. And I said, that's the most gorgeous coat I've ever seen. And she said, are you making fun of me? And I said, yes.
I said, yes.
So she was ahead of the curve. That was before Taylor put it on. And she has it in 2 colors. There's another color of this, if you can believe it. But the crime of all crimes is the Chanel bucket hat. Chanel! Chanel! She doesn't just scream it at us. Chanel. And it's like, it's kind of furry. It's kind of like velvety and too much texture. Also, her beat is crazy. She's wearing like 80 layers of makeup. The hair hasn't been brushed. I know you're wearing a bucket hat, but we can get a Mason Pearson. Please just get one of those expensive brushes and brush her hair. Is it that hard? She looks unrecognizable to me in these images.
No, that's not Taylor. I don't know who that is. That's Anastasia.
It's none of my business. I don't know who
Long ago,
nothing to do with me.
Dim as an ember.
And in motion, it's even worse. In motion, you're like, oh my God.
I remember seeing the videos.
The way it moves.
Whenever she goes to a game, you get that awkward, silent kind of like pap walk in the back of the stadium. And like everybody's just taking pictures and the bodyguards are yelling at everybody and Taylor's just walking. And you could tell in her eyes, I'm diva today. I'm diva.
Clop, clop,
but meanwhile, it's
clop, clop, clop,
clop, clop. Clup, blink, 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 clup, clup, clup. Yeah, I the bucket hat, honestly, I'm going to say something crazy. I don't mind a Penny Lane coat when it's styled correctly. This is obviously a bad one. But, like, imagine this coat with, like, something kind of cute to, like, offset the opulence of the coat. Like a braided hair moment. A braided hair moment.
To the top.
It makes her look like she's getting ready to go view polar bears in Antarctica. It's like, I get it. You're at the game. It's quite chilly, but like she's worn such cuter coats to games. This is really, it's shocking.
And this is another example of where the are you going? Have you seen what everyone around you is wearing? Everyone else is in their Lululemon leggings and a nice North Face jumper, and you're here looking like a fool. She looks like an extra in a Charles Dickens movie. This is not good with the Chanel bucket hat.
She's at her 4th husband's funeral. I don't really know what else to say.
Too.
There's something so Real Housewives about this look too, to me. Like, I think it's the beat face. Like, it's so beat. It's like, ooh, who is that?
It's yassified. She's yassified.
Yeah, this is Mermaid Swift before there was Mermaid Swift. This is Mermaid Swift if Mermaid Swift wasn't yassified.
Mermaid Swift had better taste than this. Also,
she did.
Can I just say?
Oh, she did.
Stuff
she was
that Mermaid
high fashion.
Swift was putting her in. Gorgeous.
She was high fashion. She was a high fashion diva, and I respected Mermaid Swift. Just for the record, I respected her. Oh, I said, leave her alone. Respect her. Let her cook.
Let her think that Taylor's an IG baddie. Soon her dream will come true.
Yeah, she's living La Vida Loca. I wonder where she is today.
She doesn't need to exist. She doesn't need to make edits anymore.
She was a soothsayer. She was prognosticating in ways that we couldn't have even fathomed back in the day.
Taylor always swings, if you think about it, from I'm in middle school to grandma. Like it's one or the
Yep.
other. Like those are the two things she goes between. I'm in middle school in 1989. Then we had I'm grandma for folklore, and now we're back to I'm in middle school. So we're due for a grandma turn, and I'm ready for it.
Me too. Me too. I'm ready. I'm ready. So, my next favorite look, I had to pull one from the Reputation era. Reputation era is kind of like a little fun trip down memory lane because there's not a lot there. And she was kind of like trying to still do her style while still kind of like remaining true to the 1989 era at the same time. She wasn't always like dressing for the era. Like pre 1989, it wasn't like, oh, this is the red era, so I'm going to wear red every single day of my life. She wasn't really doing that. It just so happened to be like a fashion evolution that she was doing in eras. In Reputation, she was trying to dress for the era, and you can really tell multiple times over. But this is one of my favorite looks. This is July 20th, 2018. She's arriving to her apartment in Tribeca. She's got on a flannel, but it's got sequins on it. So it's like a little cute sequin moment, and she's got on ripped and distressed super short black shorts. She's got on a thigh high, not just knee high, thigh high velvet black boot, and she's got her sort of like leopard print backpack sort of strewn casually over her shoulder. Her hair looks great. Her legs look amazing. This is just
Her
a moment
makeup?
where like if anybody else was wearing this, you'd be like, what an idiot. But she just looks like model off duty, diva, queen, never been done before. This is one of my favorite Reputation pop walks, easy. Again, there's not a lot, but
And it was
I
just
take
a
what
walk
I
into
can
the
get.
apartment.
Yeah,
She
she looks
wasn't
great.
going anywhere. Let's not
She got
forget.
her-
She was doing social distancing at this time.
And she's got her black nail on, and she just looks amazing. Other people might see this and say, this is nothing. Not to me. This is like really representative of the rep era because we didn't have anything else. So
We had nothing. And what we did
We
have
had
was
nothing.
usually not very good, unfortunately, from this period of time. I love the sequin. I also think that yellow generally is not a good color on her, but there's something about like the browns and like the tones here. She has a little spray tan that looks really good. This was also a silhouette that she was obsessed with for a couple of months, like big, oversized, baggy, like top and then shorts. That was kind of what she was doing on
Ariana
stage for the
Grande.
Jingle Balls.
Very Ariana
she was
Grande.
Taylor, again, trendy. But this is an instant where it actually looks good because it's not that complicated. It's not a million things at the same time.
And I think she looks good in fall tones. I don't know if she knows that. She needs to wake up to that.
I don't think she does.
She
wants
needs to
be
wake up
lover,
to that.
and that
she
needs
can't
to be over.
Me, I've accepted my fate. I know what's going on over here, and it's the fall tone. Taylor needs to wake up, and we need another like red autumnal moment expeditiously because we're hungry. Thank you.
My next best Taylor look is what I think is the best representation of how her style could evolve. And it's simple, okay? It's mature, but it's not old lady. It's still very like, it's the tailoring that makes it all so like chic, and it looks rich, it looks expensive, but it's not flashy. I'm pretty sure these are the Row slacks. The Row is the brand that Taylor always looks good in. I'm always wanting her to wear the Row. It's quiet luxury. And I think that that's kind of Taylor's bag. It's kind of like an off the shoulder, what would you call this? Like a halter top? Question mark?
No, not a halter top, just off the shoulder.
What is it?
Just
off the shoulder top.
Yeah, just
tucked
off the
into
shoulder
the pants, a gorgeous little belt. And you know what? I'm okay with this, with the designer bag here, because it's the only like screaming item that she's wearing. It's the only thing that's like eek, and it's a cute little, like a little briefcase almost. And she's wearing a red velvet shoe. I think the makeup looks good. The hair looks good. It's brushed. There's no flyaways. She's wearing silver jewelry. To me, this is like sophisticated Taylor Swift. I love it.
This is kind of like older red era Taylor, like grown up red era Taylor is what I'm seeing in this image. I love the way her hair looks in this picture. I like off the shoulder on her all the time. I think that's such a cute look for her. I'm recognizing, I was looking at the picture and I was like, I know those shoes. Those shoes are from when she wore the off-brand Vincent Van Gogh dress. Yeah. I'm staring at them and I'm like, they're evil.
When they're covered by the pant.
They look baggy
good.
Pant.
But I like the pop of red. I like the pop of red because it's like otherwise a muted kind of outfit.
And I do like the little suitcase purse. I think that's really freaking cute. I want one of those. I'm not usually
there's
influenced.
Nothing in it.
Not usually
we always
influenced
know
by
that Taylor's
Taylor.
purses are empty.
It's just like you pick it up and it's super light.
Rattle,
doesn't weigh anything.
rattle.
Yeah, there's like a phone
like a rare
in it.
beauty blush in there.
Hilarious.
Thank you,
this
Taylor.
is a cute look. It's a cute look. Are we doing flop next?
Flop.
Yes, flop.
Yeah.
My next flop. Let's see. I don't even remember. What's on the docket, girl? What were you flop? Oh, 1989 flop.
I see.
So when I was looking. I knew that I wanted to get like stuff from different eras, so I was just like clicking on random years to remember and find stuff. And I was looking through the 1989 sort of like, because I knew there were so many. Those pap walks from the summer before 1989 are iconic, and there were so many. But you know what? She was wearing so many different outfits. So few of them are genuinely horrible. That was the
Yeah.
truth. Like there were some that I didn't love, there's some that I didn't like, but like I had to really dig to find one that I actually personally just did not like at all. The thing about this look, this was on August 12th, 2014. She was leaving the gym. That's what she was constantly doing in 2014. She was constantly leaving the gym.
Model fit gym.
Model fit gym. Now, I will say I do really like the shoes. I like the kind of
I
holographic
love
silver
the
shoe.
shoe.
The shoe is
Love the
really,
shoe.
really cute, but I do not like this set. I don't like the way her hair is cut. This is it when it was kind of fluffy, it would look kind of like a helmet on top of her head. The sharp like the
Would
first
turn.
iteration of the 1989 bob, it could be kind of fluff and it could look like a helmet. Don't like that. And I just don't like the color scheme. I don't like the striping. I just don't think that this is I don't like the nude colored bag. I just don't like it. It's not horrible again, but like I don't like it. I don't like the
You know what? I actually
floral.
really like this one.
It's
Surprisingly, I really
interesting.
like this fit. I think it looks good. I think, is this the one where she stopped to take a picture with a little girl? She did that a couple
No,
times,
I don't think so.
but
I think that
she was just in and out. I mean, she looks cool to me. She like I can't get over the legs. Like the legs really with the shoe. It's
I
everything
like the
to
shoe.
me.
I like the shoe. Again, it's so weird. And considering how much she was going out, there's no horrible ones from
Oh, I
that
found
summer of
some.
1989. Oh, did you?
Don't you worry.
Don't you
Actually,
worry.
from that specific summer, no. But my next flop is actually the best example of how, because she was really tall and really skinny, she could just get away with wearing anything. And we were supposed to just be like, this looks great. She's with Calvin Harris and she's wearing a cropped t-shirt with overalls that extend into skinny jeans and a black boot and a brown bag. And this outfit is like, look at my midriff that I'm half showing you. It's actually, look at my love handles. Like that's the area of the body that she's showing off with this outfit. And I think the overall is so strange. It sits like kind of below her boobs. So there's just the proportions of it are so strange. It makes her look really long. And it's like, you already are long, you're tall. And it's giving sexy giraffe, which is not really what I want.
I don't hate this one, but I get where you're coming from. The shape of the overall is weird. It's
Can you
like
imagine
if you
sitting in a restaurant in this outfit? Like,
and
what?
she was.
You're
That's
cold.
the gag of it all. And she
Yeah.
was.
You're
But
cold.
I like the concept of the skinny jean overall. But I don't like how long. I also agree that I don't like how deep. It's literally like you took a pair of skinny jeans and you sewed an overall front to it, which isn't how it's not. That's not how overalls are supposed to be.
We didn't
They're supposed to
ask.
go up. If this overall was better designed, I think this would be a really cute outfit. But yeah, it's definitely interesting. It is. It is.
That's all I have to say about that.
That's all we have to say about that. All right, so my next bop. What's next on the agenda here? Oh, now when I was going back in time to find this one, this is another Speak Now era one. So my favorite pop walks of all time from the Speak Now era. This one, I forgot that this was Thanksgiving weekend. I forgot.
And that she was with a child. There was a child present for this.
There was a child present for this. I remembered it being like around Speak Now release week. It's actually a little bit further out from that. It's around Thanksgiving. And what was coming out was the Thanksgiving Speak Now special. That's what was going on. And that's what I remembered.
One of the greatest recorded image videos ever created.
So this was Thanksgiving weekend, and she's in New York City, and she's spending Thanksgiving with Jake Gyllenhaal, who at the time was her boyfriend. And this was the hard launch. They had already kind of soft launched, and like people knew they were together, but this was like, we're together, and I'm doing Thanksgiving. I'm spending the holidays with his family. That's a hard launch. So this is actually a two-parter. So the first one's on November 25th, and that is I think it was either actually Thanksgiving Day or a couple days before. Nonetheless, she's with Maggie Gyllenhaal and Maggie Gyllenhaal's daughter. And this is such a cute picture. She looks so cute. So Speak Now. She's wearing skinny jeans, Oxfords, kind of like oversized black pea coat, and the scarf. Let it be
Her
known.
hair looks so good here, actually, because the curls have kind of fallen out.
And she's got her little hat on. She's got her oversized bag. They've been shopping
scarf.
together. They look like everybody's having fun. I was like, oh my God, they're in love. I remember
They're gonna get married.
when I was 17, that's what I was thinking. So that's November 25th. She's out with Maggie Gyllenhaal looking effortlessly adorable. On November 27th, she's continuing to wear the scarf. They're still in New York City, and she was out and about with Jake Gyllenhaal getting coffee, which, by the way, they did almost constantly. When I was looking for the paparazzi pictures of them,
lattes,
they were constantly cafe to cafe. It was literally cafe to coffee to club to cafe to blah, 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 blah. So in this picture, she looks exactly the same, honestly, as she does in the November 25th picture. Same coat, same scarf, same hair look. And she's just walking arm in arm with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Goo goo gaga-eyed.
I also have to include the Us Weekly cover photo. Jake and Taylor in love, and they're embracing each other, holding coffees. This is the picture of Red. This is it. This is what she's talking about on Red. This perfect autumnal weekend that she spent with Jake Gyllenhaal's family in New York City. I can't express to you how much these images mean to me. This is the brick. And that's all I'm going to say.
From when your Brooklyn broke my skin and bones. They are walking down the streets of Brooklyn. And Jake looks really hot in these photos. I hate to say it. Like, he looks
sexy.
really hot with sunglasses and a beanie on. Like, that's my man, said Taylor.
That's what Taylor was saying. The next thing you know, I think that this, if I can sort of like pontificate a little bit, I think that this moment getting put on Us Weekly, the cover of Us Weekly, was perhaps the tomato that got thrown that Jake was like, I don't think I want to be doing this. Yeah. And I feel really bad because this is like such a nice week. It's so clear they had such a good time. And it really sucks that he kind of freaked out. Like, I feel really bad.
Cases, a pattern doomed to repeat.
Yeah. So when I look at these pictures, they do look so happy. I'm like, no.
I know. He's the one that you want to root for just because they look so good together.
Yeah. Oh my God. I can't even look at these pictures anymore. Take them away. I can't look at them anymore.
All right. Well, let's move on to my next bop. And this actually is the one that I picked for a symbolic reason. This is Taylor Swift knowingly glancing at a obviously called paparazzi. Like, obviously called.
The knowing glance.
She is wearing a mustard shirt that says, "No, it's Becky," and a cute plaid. This outfit actually slays. She actually looks good.
Fall colors.
It's a high-waisted, like asymmetric plaid skirt. She's got a cute little bag. She's practicing her new holding. The bag holding never ceases to inspire and amaze me. This is a pose only designed to be photographed. She's wearing, again, booties. She loved booty, but it's black leather. There's something extremely about this. And the part about it all is that she's wearing the shirt that says, "No, it's Becky," which is referencing an iconic meme that went around. And that meme happened many years before Taylor joined Tumblr. That was like an established meme in and of itself before she saw it and decided that she was going to get in on the joke. And she was the first celebrity to really understand meme culture and how to interact with your fan base in a way that may not make sense to other people in the industry, but makes sense to you because you are in touch with your fans and you actually listen to them and you want to hear what they have to say and you want to create a community with them. And she deliberately did this, got papped with a shirt that said, "No, it's Becky," to signal to her fans that something different was starting to happen. This to me is the beginning of her true parasocial era.
And it's amazing. And the outfit is cute too.
I freaked the out when I saw these photos.
This was like the bomb went off.
Everything to us. It was, and also wasn't it right after this she did one of her first follow sprees, going on Tumblr, like just following people, liking stuff, messaging people. Like, she wasn't just there, she was online.
And you'll never know if you weren't there. She was physically online. She was physically there. And not just anyone
could find her because not everybody was on Tumblr. That's what I love so much about this, is that she was appealing to the stan. She was appealing to the super fan that exists in a very niche community that basically no one else has access to. Like, it was, if you can believe it, it was actually a select group of people, especially at the very beginning, because Tumblr was not a widely used social media platform. It never was. It was for people with niche interests, specifically like obsessive niche interests. And Taylor, in some corners of Tumblr, was not considered cool at all. So we were outcasts in the world and we were outcasts on the platform. But who won?
And on top,
Who
and
won?
to top it all off, the outfit is actually quite cute. I love a plaid skirt moment. Again, these are the fall colors that we love to see. I love the bag. It's so cute and it matches the outfit perfectly. And that mustard yellow, I mean, come on, girls. We cheered for this one. I did.
Winning.
I was clapping. Winning. This is the picture of winning. And that knowing smirk into the camera. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you so much,
That's
Taylor.
happiness.
That's when I knew she was truly my best friend, like she had been saying she was all those years. That's when I knew.
That's when I knew that I knew her.
Lie. It wasn't just a lie. All right, so my next flop. So this one, here's the thing about this flop, okay? This one is so iconic. It's so iconic. It's almost good. But we have to say it's one of the worst outfits ever put together. This was on May 17th, 2012 at Kings Road Cafe with Mark Foster to ostensibly talk about their collaboration about Forever Winter, which, of course, at that time we never actually received. Now, this outfit is so bad that it's great. So it's I don't even know how to begin describing this. I'm pretty sure that top, quote unquote top, is a dress. Let's start there. So it's a short pink sort of bohemian dress that she has then put, of course, her favorite thing to do, a brown belt over the top of it. And then underneath it, she's wearing a white floor-length skirt that's sheer and kind of like lace, mesh, see-through with a little slip underneath. And then she's got on flat shoes and a black bag. And to top it all off, to be fair, this is true to the era we were going into. She's wearing a floppy bucket hat.
Kyle Richards.
It's speechless. I remember the time I saw this image for the first time. I was like, who the hell is that? Who does she think she is? Joni Mitchell. That's who.
Yeah, my thought was when I first saw this, I was like, she's antiquing again. She's going to the dusty stores and sifting through all the junk. But also, let's not forget, this was in her subliminal messaging era. She was like, I will be cast as Joni Mitchell. I can make everyone think that I am Joni Mitchell if I just dress like her. That didn't work on some people. Some of the people being Joni Mitchell.
It didn't work on Joni Mitchell.
Didn't stop her. That didn't stop her from trying.
Luck.
If she's going to sing Good Luck. This is like so the lucky one coded.
I'm sorry. I know the iconery of this image, but I look at it and to be like, oh, it's the lucky one coded. And then you look at it and it's the ugliest outfit you've ever seen in your life. It's so funny.
The shoes are cute.
It is,
The shoes are really cute.
That's the thing. It's so red coated. It's so Joni coated, but she looks like an idiot. Oh, I love it so much. Now, this is Taylor. Come on. This is her.
This is Taylor Swift. Everything about it is iconic. Well,
it's so bad. Like the mismatching colors. Oh, I can't even get into it.
It's a bootsy note. My next flop is, I don't even know how to describe this. This is a blue plaid flannel. She has the worst 13 she's ever drawn on her hand. Like she did it with her eyes closed or she had a small child do it. Like it is, no offense to Madeline, this is what Madeline's 13s look like. It is a horrible.
No, come on. Why am I catching strays? You see how I get in it? Now why am I in it?
Now why in it? She's wearing a blue plaid shirt. Again, a brown leather belt, but she has taken it to an extreme. This is not a skinny belt. This is half her body of belt.
No.
She's wearing a hideous satin, like yellow wallpaper bag. She has what seems to be a string tied around her head. I wouldn't call that a headband. I would call that a string. I think she's got a love, love, love bracelet on. She's got black capris, I want to say. There's too much ankle. There's too much foot on display.
Too much ankle, that's all I know.
She's got bejeweled purple heels.
Oh my God.
Is hideous. This is a sister outfit to the one you mentioned earlier with the jeweled headband. They're sisters.
And you know what else? How often has a belt been at the scene of the crime in all of our flops?
Every time.
She doesn't need it. She literally doesn't need a belt.
Hat, harness, leave it.
And you know what? If I can speak, so this kind of belt is for people, kind of people like me who like want to accentuate the shapes that I naturally have. A lot of times, like really loose clothing on my particular body type, it just makes me look like a sausage rolling around. So I have to like, because I have a shape, but I have to accentuate it. That's what I would wear that belt for. Taylor doesn't need to be doing that. That she is the
No, it
exact body
also
type that doesn't need this belt.
it's also over a flannel and jeans. That's what makes it so bizarre. It's like if it was even a
It's
dress or a
brown.
skirt, but
Why
no,
is
yeah,
it
it's
brown? And
completely
it's always a brown belt. Why? Why?
it
Why? I'm begging.
never once has done her a favor. But I would have loved to just look into her closet at this period of time. Like the vast array of hideous accessories needs to be studied.
Yeah. And
Smithsonian now.
what I think when I look at that hideous yellow wallpaper bag is the Wonderstruck purse. She was
Yep.
soft launching it. She was
It's a
soft launching the
prototype.
Wonderstruck purse.
And the
Hilarious. No,
merchandising
this
people
is a
said
really
no
bad
one's
one.
gonna buy this color, diva.
Diva. Come on.
I love it.
Really? I love it. Oh, please. That was a good one. I wasn't expecting that.
Mhm.
That was really from the archives.
Mhm.
Okay, so my next bop. Let's see. Oh, this is such a good one. Yes, September 6th, 2016.
free.
On September 6th, 2016, the news broke. I looked this up. I double checked. Hiddle Swift reported as over. It was all over the tabloids. Tom Hiddleston and Taylor Swift have broken up after their amazing, beautiful Roman holiday summer. And what does Taylor Swift choose to do? She goes to the gym. She's in just her gym wear. It's nothing special, ladies and gentlemen. The outfit is nothing special. It's neither bad nor good. She's going to work out. You don't have to be a diva when you're going to work out, but she does look great. Her hair is like the perfect 1989 crop
Ooh,
with that zhuzh, and she's got the
bleach.
bushy kind of curls. It's lightly bleached. We're still doing the bleach. And she's walking out knowing that news has just been announced that Hiddle Swift is over and everybody's talking about it. And she chooses to smirk as big as she possibly can. This is one of my favorite pap walks of all time. And she's got like a pep in her step too. You can even see it in the pictures. She's strolling.
Mhm.
She's strolling, smiling. She knows. She
And this
knows.
is when she wrote Gorgeous. So, like, we know what was going on. She was saying, I'm about to ghost. I'm about to be a London girl with my London boy. And none of you have any idea what's about to happen. So, get a good look. Take a picture. It'll last longer.
Yep. And she knew. I
It
remember
was the
when
head
these
in
pictures.
the air that was
Yes,
so
the
hilarious to
chin
me.
up.
Like, it
She
was
put her chin up.
so. This was when she was really trying to communicate emotions through paparazzi pictures. She doesn't do that anymore. But in 1989 in Red, it was about like, I have to tell you something really obviously, so let me mug.
She was in that in
And she
1989.
mugged.
Remember her sad bench pictures?
Oh,
Eating the
iconic.
yogurt.
Now that should have gone into bop. That I should have put that one in. Damn. Well, similarly, my next bop is from that very same period of time. And Hiddle Swift Summer, nothing like it. Show-stopping, iconic, never been done before. Everything about it was gorgeous. Every look that she served on that trip around the world was good. There wasn't actually a miss or a flop. This look, particularly, again, I don't love her in yellow, but when she gets a spray tan, she can pull it off like no one's business. She looks like a gorgeous lady. Okay, this is Princess Diana. This was her Princess Diana summer, and this is a Princess Diana outfit. The bag is giving laptop messenger bag, so I don't love that. I'm going to put that aside because the dress is gorgeous. It actually reminds me of the red check dress that she wore to the US Open, like same vibe, same style. She's got a really like cobalt blue kitten heel. I love to see it. And she's wearing, and this is her best sunglass frame, and she literally should never stray from this shape, the Ray-Ban Wayfarer, designed for her face. The hair is gorgeous. Tom Hiddleston looks very dapper. I can only imagine the heat of wearing a button-down shirt and slacks in July in Rome. That's crazy behavior. But they were getting ready to go make out the Coliseum.
He needs to, and you know what? Say what you want about Hiddle Swift. They were dressing. They always looked elegant together. I mean, I know Tom Hiddleston is like kind of posh. I think he would be considered a posh person, but they looked really good together. It was almost like waspy, which is like obviously. I mean, I'm not saying yay wasp, but I am saying there is something to be said about the catalog kind of a look. They look like a catalog picture in this image, and they looked like a catalog picture all summer long. We need to run it back. I'm saying it.
Taylor just looks seriously gorgeous. I think she's also sitting pretty with the knowledge that like this isn't gonna last. She's like,
She
I'm
knows
in
what's
it for
going
a
on.
good time, not a long time. This hair ain't gonna last. This look ain't gonna last. This relationship sure ain't gonna last. So let me make the most of it while I can. She's
And she
canceled
did.
at this point.
Yeah, so she doesn't care.
Might as well.
There's something to be
Have you
said
ever
about
seen
when
a
you
canceled
reach.
person do this?
No, I've never seen that
Hello?
before. No, never in my life.
Mm-mm.
Never in my life. There's something to be said about hitting rock bottom and just going, it. I'll wear my kitten here. I'm going to the Coliseum.
Call it what you want.
Yep. So call it what you want to. Call it what you want to.
That's my last bop.
Now let's see. Am I doing a flop now? Is that what I'm on next? I think so.
I think you're doing a bop. Didn't you just do a flop? Yeah, I think you're on a bop. It's your last bop.
It's my last bop.
Or maybe it's your last flop, actually.
I think it's my last flop. I think it's my last flop. Oh, this is number 1. This is my worst flop of all time. April 30th, 2016. We are thick in the heat of Bleachella, and she's gone to Lady Gaga's birthday party. And you know what she has chosen to wear to honor Lady Gaga on her birthday? The ugliest thing she has ever put on her entire body in the history of the world. It is confounding. I don't even know how to begin describing this article of clothing. So it's a single article of clothing. It is a jumpsuit that seems to zip all the way down to the crotch. So she stepped into it, right? And it's got like a thick black middle. So her whole middle of her body down to her upper thigh is covered in this thick black material. And it
like
squinches. It squinches in the middle, kind of like a romper. And if that wasn't bad enough, it has long sleeves and long legs that are sheer, kind of like a lacy material. And then it cuffs at the wrists and at the ankles. And she's wearing a pair of little booties, as she loves to do. And she looks like a clown with her bleach blonde bob, her bright red lip, and her hideous jumpsuit that zips all the way down to the crotch. How is she? This is the kind of outfit you look at it and you go, how is she going to the bathroom in that article? She has to unzip the entire
down to the crotch. She's getting naked.
She has to unzip at Lady Gaga's birthday party. It's shocking. It's shocking.
I feel like you can see in her face that she walked in for 10 minutes, looked in the mirror, and went, oh no. Oh no. I gotta go home. I gotta go home. No, I gotta change. Guys, get over here. Give me those memory cards. Nope. We're not doing this.
Nope. We're not doing it.
See it in her eyes. The hair is really bad too. Really, it's so bad. Really bad.
One of the worst Bleachella looks of all time. There are some great Bleachella looks. This is bottom of the barrel.
A rare miss from this period of time. A rare, rare miss. Well, my final flop is, of course, we can't talk flop without talking lover, right? That has to just be on the list. So her street style, she wasn't pictured that many times. This, it is I believe this is a Stella McCartney original, of course. One of the ugliest periods of her life. It is a photo of a flower in a cropped long sleeve with high-waisted, I guess, denim floral printed pink shorts and ugly Gucci pink and blue sneakers. And it looks like her makeup is melting off of her face. I don't know where she was going or what she was doing, but she was coming home looking a mess in her outfit. Sometimes the makeup imitates the outfit, and that's exactly what happened here. The Stella McCartney period of Taylor Swift's personal style is, I would wager, uglier than Bleachella.
And what kills me is that is
she wanted us to buy this.
That is
she wanted us to buy this.
She's saying
at least with Bleachella, she was saying, I go for 10 minutes and I go home, girls. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. This one, she's saying, you want it as well. And we all said, nope. And she's got the pink in her hair.
Nope. Yeah, no, this is really like
giving 5 years old.
It's really indicative of the Lover era style in general. There are some like not so bad looks in the Lover era, to be fair, and there's some great ones too. But sometimes
going to the Stonewall Inn in the blazer, that was kind of cute.
Sometimes she was dressing like she didn't remember who she was.
Frequently.
She needed Mufasa to appear to her in the sky and say, remember who you are, because this
Taylor
is not
Swift,
it.
The diva.
This is not it, even
You're
remotely.
actually not a cast member of High Five. You are Taylor Swift. You're supposed to be a serious pop star. And this is becoming of a Secret Life of Pets star, which you are not.
And it's shocking. I don't know. This
is Taylor Swift mall cop.
I thought There was one that I wanted to put in from the Lover era, but I actually left it for you. It was the one where she's wearing the yellow shorts. You know, the one in like the
hate that. I forgot
the Easter Bunny. The Easter Bunny.
I hate that. I hate it.
And you know, my thing is like the thing about Lover era style that's so confounding is like I actually like pastels, but the thing is it's a dangerous game. Like you have to do it right, otherwise you look like a clown.
You have to do it sparingly. That's the thing. You can't do head to toe pastel Easter Bunny. It doesn't work.
No.
You look the fool. Act the fool, girl. Act the fool.
Act the fool. Act a fool, girl.
That's exactly what she was doing. Well, I hope that you like that. We could do another installment of this.
It's so much fun too. It's so much fun. We could go on and on and on.
Series. If you would like to see more of this, let us know. And of course, go to evolutionofthesnake.com. Get your tickets to the Snare Store. Get your merch. And we will see you soon.
Please buy a t-shirt. Please.
Cupshake.